And if we lose this level, we'll probably go straight down to Bitcoin right at the moment is on a critical spot. And I want to show you in this video why I think Bitcoin could drop just a little bit to then bounce up again, because obviously a lot of news are saying that Bitcoin can continue quite longer, but obviously every healthy trend needs some good retracements. First of all, let's have a quick look at the latest news, and if we have a look at this one, US cleared to sell 6.5 billion in Bitcoin. Will it crash Bitcoin price? Obviously it won't crash Bitcoin price, it's not enough to dump Bitcoin to the hell, but we must keep an eye because it could lead to other people to sell by reading this news, okay? Because a lot of people, if you see they can sell 6.5 billion in Bitcoin, they are going to sell their Bitcoins, all right? Because they think, shit, this is going to go down. We'll better get out of the boat. And obviously, like, what they're speculating is that they are doing this because Trump's coming in and that Trump will rebuy these Bitcoins in a more expensive price. And I mean, that's a bit weird, but hey, that's what the news is there. And I just want to share it with you, as well as a lot of ETF users are leaving because the price, obviously, it's dropped. We hit 108k and it's now at 92k when I'm recording this video on Thursday the 9th. Okay, you'll be seeing this video on Friday. Remember that today, when you see this video, is the NFP, and it can move the price of Bitcoin as well. And like I say, Bitcoin investors exit spot ETFs, and obviously this is bad news as well because they're taking 569 million away from ETFs. And obviously this can make price go a bit lower as well, not because this is happening, but obviously this news spreading the fear can make people sell. And if we actually have a look at the chart, we can see that right now we're at a quite critical level. Okay, if we draw a line right on the market structure level, at this one here, this is the last market structure level that made price go over the last market high. And obviously this level is starting to look like it might not hold. Obviously we've had a nice retracement on here and we're having another retracement today, but I don't know if tomorrow this level is going to hold. And if we lose this level, we'll probably lose as well this level here, and this is 90k level. And it's not only the 90k level, it's personally, I'm starting to consider this the new market structure level on the weekly time frame. Okay, and what happens when weekly time frame creates a small market structure level? Basically it's made to break. Okay, and me personally, I'm starting to consider this, by the way, it's forming as a market structure level. And if we see Bitcoin go below here, we could find that Bitcoin could end, like I said in past videos, more or less from 70 to 80k. I think that would be the perfect balance, because like I say, it's not bad news because we have this zone here that I think will hold quite nice. And obviously any good investor has bought more or less below here or even below and not at 100k. So if you're still holding it, obviously you still got this level here that I personally think it will hold out, because all the news that's coming for 2025 is brilliant for cryptocurrencies. So obviously this isn't a bad news that Bitcoin can fall, because for me personally it's perfect because I can rebuy again and resell when I hit to the new highs. But obviously a lot of people can have fear, because I'm sure a lot of people have bought in this zone here, and it's not a bad buy. I personally think Bitcoin can go a lot higher, but if you're looking for some benefits in the short term, then you might be a bit in a problem, because Bitcoin can retrace and it can be in drawdown maybe for 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, who knows. But personally, with Trump coming in now in a few days, having Elon Musk working in the government with him, Elon Musk loves cryptocurrencies as well, especially Dogecoin, and how the ETFs are spreading out, because I mean, we've just seen the news that people are leaving ETFs, but that is normal because basically price is dropping. But it doesn't mean that Bitcoin has come to the end, doesn't mean that the bull run has come to the end. It's just basically that it needs a retracement, because if you look at the chart, it just needs a normal retracement like we've always had in Bitcoin. Okay, if we have a look in the past, we can see that it's always had its nice retracement. First time it went straight bang up to nearly 20k. Where did it come? Back to the down levels here. Okay, it had a retracement according to the impulse it had. When it happened again, it had another retracement down here. All right, you can see it's very simple, and it's not any scientific, it's just normal retracement that the price does. When it happened here and it went above, where did it come? To the last highs. Okay, you can see here it came to the last highs and went back up again. And what has me a bit concerned is that when it did this impulse, it didn't come back down again. But I'm not too worried about that one because it came down to here and took this liquidity. So I'm not worried about too much about this liquidity that's left here. Maybe it come down in future, I don't know. But a level that I'm 100% sure that will come back is this one here. This level here is going to be a liquidity pool for the price to reject back up again. It doesn't mean, like I say, that everything's come to the end, but we must be ready for price to drop down here. When it went above this high here, I personally thought it could start going up again, but seeing how it's starting to drop, I can't see any strong rejections on this zone here. So personally, I think it might break the zone. If it breaks the zone, it could lead down to here because we have clean traffic all this year. It's clean traffic for price to drop down, like I say, to 70 to 80k, and it will depend a lot on how long investors take to rebuy all the positions that have been sold at above here, because obviously we must admit that it hasn't got the same momentum at the moment as when it came first time to 100k. Okay, it went up to 108, but you could see how it went a bit more choppy up because a lot of people sold at 100. And obviously 108 was the maximum peak. But at the end of the day, the reality is that Bitcoin is a limited resource and it's going to keep growing and growing and growing as much as people want. And the last time we saw a movement like this in the past, if we go to the weekly chart, this is going to surprise you. If we go to the weekly chart and we put on the last pivot that this indicator, what it does, it looks at the past and predicts the future with it. Okay, and basically compares what's happened in the past, looks for similar situations and exposes what's going to happen in the future. If we put that on, it just goes sky high rocket. Okay, the last time we saw a movement like this was in 2016. Okay, so keep in mind this is basically announcing it can go to $500,000 quite easy in the weekly chart. So we must keep an eye on this, because if this movement's happened similar in 2016, we could have a similar outcome in 2025, and that's why I've always said that 2025 is probably the best year for cryptocurrencies. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Leave me down below what price you think Bitcoin will be next week, and I'll see you next time.